and came back in full force. So let's see if he can deliver what we all expect from him.
Oh yeah, because Ice, my god, Ice can be one of the best players in the world if he wants it.
Have you seen the Big House 6? Possibly. Have you seen it? It was an amazing tournament, right?
Oh
you
yeah.
know who made 3rd place at one of the biggest tournaments of all time?
I get that man.
It was Red Bull's very own Ice.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see that Fox. He's a crazy Fox.
Oh, and yeah. He is definitely looking quite good right now.
Oh
my god! Comboing with multiple dash attacks just to, you know, rack up enough percentage so he can hit with the up air right there, and Overtriforce had nowhere to go. He just died. Wow, Ice is making quick work of the second stock. It's looking like now Over finally on the punish.
My god. I love it. Fox. The Fox of Ice is a thing of beauty, man. It's just a thing of beauty. It's moving around so smoothly. But finally, catch the beast. He caught the beast, sending him off stage, taking the stock. Finally. It has been
he definitely put him off, like, caught him off guard right there, dude. Ice was not ready for that back air. It was a strong back air, and that was going to be enough for Over to close out the stock. One thing about Overtriforce, while we were gasping about how amazing Ice is, Overtriforce's recovery is one of the best in the game. Overtriforce makes the most work I've ever seen any player do out of Sheik's recovery, which is quite projected, quite, you know, predictable, you might say. But Overtriforce, you never know what he's going to do. He has so many mix-ups.
For sure, for sure. He's amazing. At the edge, he's amazing. Oh, nice spot dodge.
If you mixed in Mewtwo King's ledge game with Overtriforce's recovery game, I think you had a Sheik that will never stay on stage.
Oh!
Yo! That was scary for Over right there.
Oh yeah, it was. Okay, get the grab there. Might be huge. Don't match right away. Waiting a bit, making the back air.
Yeah, that should be the stock, and there it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, Overtriforce is keeping it respectable, even though Ice is like in a ever so slight lead for the entirety of the game. Over is really keeping it close, and maybe we see a situation like we saw with Timmy and Prince earlier, where, like, you know, Over keeps it close for the entirety of the game, but, you know, is a little bit behind, but then comes in clutch on the last stock and, you know, might be able to overthrow Ice with a Gimp in the last stock, though it is a lot more difficult with Sheik to do than it is with Jigglypuff, but, you know, I wouldn't put it past Over to get a nice Gimp of Ice.
Yeah,
He's also not really playing for center stage as much. I think he's preferring the lasers to rack up damage.
Yeah, it's definitely just all.
Sakurai, what are you doing to my man Overtriforce?
But yeah, definitely like, oh, really nice grab. He knew, like, Ice was about to just cross him up. Taking the edge, and be careful. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
29 damage, quick damage, important damage, and now he reverts to his laser game.
Yeah, the thing is, yeah, Ice is just moving around. Like, Ice movement are just out of his world. So it's just like moving around, shooting blaster, waiting a bit, but with the wall of that down smash, stopping him right away. And here we are, one stock match in between those two.
So yeah, Ice, as you mentioned, has illegal movement. Sometimes if you watch that guy move around, you're like, no, this can't be melee right there. I know melee. Like, this isn't melee. This is something else.
Yeah, for sure.
This is lightning mode.
Yes, yes. That's definitely a good way to put it. But this time, no weird recovery for you. Over, and your Zelda will get up smashed to the sky.
So he pulled out all the stops in terms of recovery, even reverting to the Zelda, which didn't work out for him quite well in the last stock, but what was he supposed to do? He had to try it. Ice takes the first game with pretty confident, like, one stock with like no damage whatsoever. Over showed signs of greatness. Yeah. He had that one very, very solid, I wouldn't call it Gimp because it was like 80%, but he caught him off guard with that back air in the first stock. So good. So I wouldn't put it past Over to, you know, take a game or two, maybe even 3 off of Ice, but as it looks right now, Ice is looking too clean for Overtriforce, you know?
Oh, for sure, for sure. But now Fun Enough Dreams, kind of a classical, kind of a classical.
Ooh, Ice was so ready for that recovery. You know, you remember back one game ago when we were talking about how Over's recovery is too tricky for Ice, or for anyone, for that matter?
That's right.
Ice just invalidated Over's biggest strength, the recovery in that first stock, knowing exactly where it was going.
And it's already like the second or third time in those 2 games. So yeah, considering the whole set, what a down tilt.
Yeah,
he
down
didn't even move.
Down to such an amazing move. I think even though a lot more Foxes started utilizing the down tilt, I think it's still underutilized.
Okay, one thing super funny right now, like, you know, when you face a Fox and you make the pressure on the Fox, Foxes used to love just jump away, you know, and flew away. And Over knows it. But this time, he's always ready to cover a jump from Ice. But Ice is just staying on the ground. So each time Over is just jumping to cover something that never come, Ice just like, thank you for the free jump. And boom, getting the punish.
I think that was also a problem the last time they played, that Ice really didn't make use, great use of his capability to crouch cancel a long time versus Sheik, you know, comparatively speaking. And, oh, wow, Over, that should be the stock, and it is. So yeah, Ice staying on the ground, as you said, is a really big difference from the last set they played.
All those jump, man, all those jump, but Over with the patience, find the grab, but that up air will just break what Over was trying to do. Oh, pushing him off stage once again, and up throw, back air.
Mixing up his DI.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the stock. No way to recover from that. There would have been an up smash if he would have landed on stage, you know. Ice had it all covered. That's what we were talking about in the first game, you know. Sheik's recovery kind of predictable, even though Over makes the best use out of it.
Yeah, sometimes when you're too far, you know, you need to go to a straight line, and at that point it's just a guessing game.
Oh, Over not being able to edge guard right there, and Ice. Oh, yeah, that was a big mistake. Not recognizing that he already lost his second jump or burned his second jump.
Once again,
Shine, and it's gonna be a Shine Spike. Ice knew Over it. No way. There was no angle in the world that could have saved him there. And second game again, 1 stock 0% by Ice, just looking the slightest bit better than Over right now.
Yeah.
So
well, I feel like everything is really close, but just like some tiny moment, tiny clutch, moment that Ice took every time.
Yeah. I really want to see Over, you know, trying to, I think, get more of those, like, those edge guard situations. Getting him inside more of those edge guard situations. Oh, what is happening right now?
I don't know, like, the crowd is just, like, clapping,
yeah, like tennis.
Clapping, I don't know why. That was funny. Okay, so we're back. Fountain of Dreams, of course.
Yeah. Did you know that Overtriforce actually is a fan of Final Destination?
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing. Oh, the Shine Spike, but yeah, he couldn't because he was in his second jump, so he couldn't go to the ledge in time. Overtriforce recognizing that and just recovering as usual.
Nice power shield.
Yep.
That's some over power shield right there. That main reaction time is out of that world too.
Definitely.
It's so good. It's so fast.
Oh, what? One of my favorite sounds in the game. If you hit Sheik with a hard move at, I think, above 100, she does like the as if she was throwing up. Oh! Yeah, that should be the stock. It isn't. Oh,
yeah,
it is. All right.
Okay. It's always back and forth, man. The thing is, Ice is always the first that took that take the first stock.
Yeah, he's always one step ahead, right?
Exactly. That's the thing. Over is always just a bit behind, just a bit. Oh,
tried to go for the greatness with the wall jump nair there.
Yeah.
He went for the nair instead of the forward air just in order to cover everything that Ice can throw at him. I think at a lower Fox he could just fair because you know where he's going, right? But Ice is a little more tricky than that.
Exactly.
And he was too tricky for Over to get that edge guard and got edge guarded himself. So yeah, he basically threw away a totally fine stock right there.
Yeah, but I feel like also like the really nice. I feel like the side B of Ice was really nicely started. Like where he started, like make it really tough for Over to just cover it. Like Ice react to the fact that Over wanted to do that wall jump weird stuff.
So I recognize that Over is going for a lot more tech chases.
That was so cool.
He's looking like a new school Sheik going for the tech chases, you know, the down throw tech chases. But most of the time he ends the tech chase situation after like two to three grabs with like a down smash or a dash attack or maybe an F tilt.
Oh, finally catching that jump.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yep. Overhead. Ice had that one coming.
I'll to go see if I can take your stock. Wow.
Oh, but Ice has him off stage without a jump.
Oh, wonderful recovery there.
Oh, the overtech.
Again, that was a shield stab there on the back air. That was a really light, delayed back air for that. Oh, for a shine afterward, that was really nice. And on the ledge dash, he knew he was about to ledge dash. And they see the 3-0 for Ice.
Wouldn't have expected that, but kudos to Ice. Completely dismantling Overtriforce, always being one step ahead. It's not like overplayed bad or something, overplayed really good.
Yeah.
But Ice, you know, he just knew what to do. I think he made his homework. Maybe he watched the last set they played, you know, the last couple of sets they played at Trophy Garden. And he made his homework and, you know, he adjusted accordingly. And, yeah, was just a slight bit better than Over in every single game.
That's the thing, man. I feel like it just, like, you know, is warm up, is ready now, is back in the game. Ice is back in the game, ladies and gentlemen.
And he has to play Chew Dad.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy in the winners final. But I